National Cookie Day. Yep. I had no idea until I heard at the bank yesterday. I'm like, oh, we have to do something for it. I was going to just make a video and put it up, but I'm like, you know what? Let's do a live because I have a lot to do today and I don't have time to edit an extra video. So we're just going to do a live. I'm going to make one type of cookie, and that's an oatmeal Scotty, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail. These kind of cookies are dear to our family, so I wanted to start the baking season off by making some oatmeal Scotties. So we'll wait till some people join us. I did print out a generic recipe for them, but I do have a couple of tweaks that I'm going to be doing to their cookies as well. So I'll explain that when I get there. Make sure you have your drink. I got my big Montana coffee cup today. The coffee had been off for a little bit, so it's not super hot, so I can actually chug the thing. Yes, thank you for all of the hearts and the smiles in the sidebar there. One of these sidebars here. That really helps with the engagement. Admins, if it starts getting crazy with spammers, let me know. I'll go change the settings. But for now, we're going to leave it so anybody can jump in and comment. But if it gets to be too, because, I'm just so beautiful, they can't help themselves, and they get a little rowdy, we can take care of that, Hello, Amanda. How are you? Jennifer, you weren't informed? I'm so sorry. Pink Ruffles. We got all the admins, all the mods here. Ain't nothing going to get by today. Can you guys see? My camera's not. I just washed my the camera. Hold on one second. Let's make sure it's nice and dry. It looks a little fuzzy. Better? A little better. Okay. All right, so we're going to be making oatmeal Scotties today. Yeah, she got the favorite cup. What's your favorite cookies? I'm on the good list. I'm glad you're on the good list. I feel like I'm on the good list, but we'll see. You never know. We're doing oatmeal Scotties just because it's kind of a thing for my family. It was one of my dad's favorite cookies, and my mom spent like years perfecting the recipe. And we discovered these cinnamon chips. Have you guys ever heard of them? They taste like, globs of cinnamon. And my dad was always like, I want more cinnamon, more cinnamon. So finally my mom found the cinnamon chips, and she's like, oh, what if I put some of those in there? It made such a difference. Hold on one second. So that's our tradition from now on. Good boy. That's okay. Good. That's it. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Go outside for a little bit. Good boy. Alright. Put the peppers outside for a bit. So that's going to be our change, is that we're going to be adding in the cinnamon chips. Yeah, where did I find these? My mom used to get them at Walmart back in the day. Like 18 years ago, I'm thinking. She used to get them at Walmart. So they've been around for a while. I think I got mine at Schnucks. Just look at your average grocery store. The best thing. They usually have them around the holidays. Like they had these, I think, on discount, and I bought like 6 bags of them. But we're not going to put as many of these. We're going to put half the amount of cinnamon chips as we are the butterscotch chips. What else do you guys use for butterscotch? Butterscotch is very sweet. I remember my mom made a butterscotch fudge one year. Whew! That was sweet even for me when I was obsessed with sugar. Here in the back they have butterscotch walnut bars. That sounds pretty good. I think with the Hershey's one, if you get the Hershey's brand one, they have an oatmeal Scotty recipe on the back. I just printed one off. Here it is, if you want to see it. And then we are going to just add some salt and add some cinnamon chips. Because salt is very important in baked goods. It really helps just combine everything. So if you're reading a recipe for a baked good and it doesn't have salt in it, I would suggest adding salt for like cakes, brownies, cookies. I would add, for this one recipe, I would add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm probably going to double this, so we're going to add in half a teaspoon of salt. So that's kind of my, I don't know, it's kind of what I do with baked goods and recipes. You just want to take it with a grain of salt, but half the times you have to add the salt in there first because it's not in the recipe. All right, so let's turn our oven on while we're chit-chatting. I'm just going to do 350. 350. All right, how's everybody else doing? That's a bit too much cinnamon for me. Look at your cute ruffles. I love cinnamon. Ooh, ginger and nutmeg, that'd be good. Yeah, I'm just going to add cinnamon to it, but like if I had pumpkin pie spice mixed up, I would add that to it as well. Just added those chips to my shopping cart from Walmart. Whoop! Okay, so Pink was able to find it. Oh, Amanda's going to Costco. Have fun. It's going to be busy today. Oh, Jennifer, I didn't know you could double tap to like the video. Look at that. Learn something new every day. Every day. Make sure you give me my coffee emoji so I remember to drink coffee. Not too many people in here today, but that's okay. It was kind of spontaneous. It's the middle of the week. What is today? Wednesday? Middle of the week. Baking some cookies. I went to the food bank yesterday, guys. Since there's not too many of you in here, I can give you the sneak peek. I got over 65 pounds of this one item. What is it? Guess. Let's guess. Let's play the guessing game. While we go through my recipe, I also got my big KitchenAid here. Guess what I got 65 pounds of at the food bank yesterday. This was the one in Missoula. I went to the Missoula food bank because I was in town. And then I got my little kitchen fairy. My mom collected these and she left these to me. And then I pulled this one out, but I left all the rest packaged up because I didn't want to risk it. But this is the baking one. And they have a whole series of these little kitchen fairies. And she collected, she collected a whole bunch of them. And this is one of them. And I was like, oh, this is perfect for the season of me baking, right? I get my little bacon fairy. We got potatoes. We got sweet taters. Gotta be potatoes. Olives. Bacon. It was potatoes. Good guesses, guys. Like, I got this pound. Like, this is 10 pounds. Yeah, 10 pounds of Yukon Gold. Plus, I got, hold on. This is probably about 5 pounds of Yukon Gold because I picked these out before I knew about the other potatoes. And then I also got some jalapeno poppers. The Missoula Food Bank always has great, I said jalapeno poppers. That's what I'm going to turn them into, jalapenos. Food Bank always has great jalapenos. And then, you guys, you ready for this? You ready for this? They had a giant, like, watermelon tub out front and full of potatoes. And on top of the full bin of potatoes was 4 bags of 50 pounds of potatoes. It says onions, but they're potatoes. And I think these are red potatoes. Look at them taters. Oh, 50 pounds. It's so heavy. So I got that as well. And it was like literally so much. So we're working with that today. That's going to be fun. What else? Let me show you. What else did I get? What else did I get? I also got a whole turkey. They still had turkey left from the Thanksgiving handouts. And I did not go get a Thanksgiving package this year. So I grabbed a turkey. And then they have a big bag of this. Pretty sure this is celery and parsley, yeah? So that's diced up. And a bag of white onions diced up too. So I feel like I need to be batch cooking stuff and freezing it or saving it for later, you know, like maybe I can put this with the red potatoes, cut them up, roast a bunch. I can put some of this mixed with some of this in a bag and freeze it for portions for later. You know, I'm looking for ideas. And then I'm also going to, I think I'm going to boil the whole turkey so I can get it, like just cook the meat, like boil it with some of that stuff in there. And then I have carrots that I can add and that'll make the broth flavorful. And then it'll also get turkey cooked so I can use turkey meat for something. And then it'll use some of that stuff up. Potato soup, yes, I was like, I gotta make some type of like potato chowder or something, right? All right, let's get over here and look at some cookies. See if I can get you in here. Hold on. I need some, oh wait, I have to turn, there we go, I can turn on that light. I was like, I need light. Hold on, don't look at my dirty sink. I'm an influencer, I always have clean sinks. All right, why is this not twisting? That must be something I'm doing. Hold on, sorry. Camera angle. Okay. That's gonna have to work, guys. It'll be fine. I mean, you know what I'm mixing up. It's just dough. Dough! Do you like that? Oh, get out of here, potato. Sorry. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, let me turn my phone off just in case I beep. Because, you know, I'm popular. Okay. So, instructions. First thing we're going to do is beat together. Well, they want us to mix all the dry goods up. I guess that's a good idea. Sorry, I didn't have my bowl out. I think I'd be ready for this. I was not. All right. 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. So we are going to double this. Remind me I'm doubling this. So that's going to be 1.5 cups. Now it's better to weigh your flour or to spoon it in the, like you don't want it to be too heavy, like too full, or else it'll be too much flour. So you just kind of shake it, lighten it up a bit. All right, 1.5 cups of flour. Baking soda. Don't forget we're going to add salt too. One little secret. It's not really a secret. Season your food. You know, I'm just saying. That's all. Salt is life. So, I'm sorry if you can't have salt. I have not reached that point in my life yet, so hopefully I never do. All right. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That is the doubled one. Put that in there. Cinnamon. So it calls for 1 teaspoon for the double recipe. Oh, this does call for salt. Good job. I missed that. I'm glad it does. So let's do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then we're also going to add the cinnamon chips. I know, crazy. Is that all the, and salt together. So this says 1/2 teaspoon of salt for their recipe, where I would have done 1/4. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon, and a smidgen, a little less, some back, of salt to the mix. Stir, 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 stir. Stir your dry goods. Mix some dry goods. All right, there we go. Easy peasy. Yeah, okay, next. In our mixer, we are going to cream together 1/2 cup, which we're doubling, so a whole cup, which is 2. Am I liking my new camera? I am liking my new camera, Amanda. It is waterproof, so we've been taking it to the pool and just testing it out. It's really nice. Make up some soup for easy freezer meals. I like that. Freeze dryer, yep. Good morning, Mrs. and Mr. 1982. How are you? Happy National Cookie Day. Ooh, broccoli and cheese soup is really good. Love chocolate chip. I love potato soup. Yeah, and I have a lot of bacon. I was also thinking about making up some, like I was thinking about convenience foods. Remember the last couple of videos I was talking about that? So this would be a good opportunity where I can make a bunch of, like chimichangas, maybe turkey chimichangas or turkey and cheese taquitos, and make convenience foods with all those veggies I got. You know, and that's one thing when I go to the food bank, I try and grab stuff that requires cooking, requires prepping, you know, because that's something that not everybody is good at. And that's one place where I'm good at that. You know, I have been told that that is a strength, so might as well use it, right? And I enjoy it, and I'm at home, I can do it, so. Plus, you know, it's my job to provide content for you guys, so then I can teach you guys what to do with stuff like that, you know? That's what I like. Okay, here we go. Up. I'm just going to kind of beat the sugar up a bit. And then it's going to be 3/4 of a cup of light or dark brown sugar. Got light sugar here. So I'm going to do 1.5 cups. And it says packed. Yeah. So 1/2 cup. Whole cup. 1.5 cup. All right. Speed her up. I was thinking of potato skins. That's a great idea. Potato skins. Like I was thinking for those, you would just scoop out, like boil your potatoes, scoop them out, and then you would have just the potato and then add shredded cheese and bacon to it, and then freeze them like that. And then you would package them up after that, because then you can just air fry them, right? I don't think we'd have to pre-cook them. I think just layer them and then freeze them. I also want to do jalapeno poppers. So I was thinking cream cheese, cheddar, bacon, you know, in there. Maybe some of that celery and parsley. I could put it through a food processor and kind of grind it up a bit and mix that in, because that might cool it down a bit. And then have the bacon mixed in and the cheese mixed in with the cream cheese. And then we can bread it. And then we'd freeze it like egg wash bread. And then we'd freeze it. And then that way we can air fry it. I'm trying to think of air fry because that's pretty convenient stuff. All right. Our butter and sugar has been creamed. All right. And then what, twice baked potatoes, I was thinking that might be the same thing where you make the filling, put it back in the potato, and then you freeze it that way. I was thinking about roasting some potatoes and then having them like pre-cooked, already roasted. I'm just going to scrape here, scrape everything down to the bottom. So what else could I do, you know? So they must have had lots of stuff left over from their Thanksgiving, which is great. That's great. We usually add the eggs and the vanilla next. Let's just follow the recipe. Add 1 large egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're going to be adding 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons. One egg. I'm just going to put them in there and then mix it all at once. Sometimes you put 1 egg, mix it, another egg, mix it, you know. I don't do all that. I just throw it all in there. 1 teaspoon. This is our Mexican vanilla. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get this mixed up, and then I'll read some comments. Mix it up. So 2 teaspoons. There we go. I'm going to mix it till it's just combined, but this is where you don't want to start not over mixing it. So I can create a flat cookie. Let's go up 1 more. All right, that's good. All right, then we're going to add our dried goods slowly, a little bit at a time. I'm so glad I'm baking this year. I miss baking. All right. So we got that. Like there's still some kind of in the center. So let's scrape. Don't be afraid to stop it and scrape it. Scrape it down, down, down. Scrape it down, down, down. Scrape it down, down, down. So it mixes evenly. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all day. All right. So this is my first Christmas holiday without my mom, and she was always the big, oven's ready, baker in my family. So I think that's why I'm really getting back into baking, and plus it makes a great gift. She was always the one who would bake everything and then give that as her gift, as a package full of baked goods, right? All right, so now this says 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. Oh. Look at that, I had other stuff in here. This, I believe, is the quick cooking oats. Yeah, I think quick rolled oats would work, right? Right, I can put, let me know. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll just be, like they're a little smaller, so maybe not as chewy. I don't know, I think it'll be fine. I think we also did a little less oatmeal than called because it seemed like it always had dry bits, you know. So this would be 3 cups of oats. 1. I didn't even wait to see if you guys are answered. I just threw them in there. We're subbing for quick oats. We'll see what happens. If they don't turn out, then we know why. All right, there's 2. Look at that. Got rid of one by oh, one's put in the grass, cat. Come on in. Come on in. Good boys. Good boys. All right. I'm back. Ooh, chili cheese would be good too. Some chili and put it on a baked potato. That's a good idea. All right, so I'm just going to do 2.5 scoops of oats. Give it a quick stir. All right. That's good at this point, and then we will stir in the chips. All right, what's your favorite cookie? If you haven't asked it, if you could only eat one cookie, what would it be? There's our batter. So we'll just give it some more. Oh, don't mind the wild dogs in the back if you hear them. All right, and this says 1 cup of butterscotch chips. Let's see, how many cups is in a bag? Is everybody know? Colby's all fired up. Colby! Oh, 2 cups, because this is a 2-cup measuring cup. So we'll put those in there. And then here's what the cinnamon chips look like. Oh, puppy, get out. Oh. Pretty cool. I'm going to just do half the bag of these. Let's try one. Colby, I'm sorry, he's laying on the tripod. He wants to be a part of it. Oh, those are good. Taco-inspired baked potato. Ah, chocolate chunk cookies. Great choice, Pink. You know, I have some bacon. I was thinking about making chocolate chip cookies and then just throwing in cooked bacon in there too. So it'd be like bacon chocolate chip. I think that'd be good. Now these cookies also freeze beautifully. I'm going to be trying to get some cookies baked today, or at least mixed up for a cookie video. Like prepping cookies ahead, you know. All right, there we go. Perfect. It's our batter. All right, let me move stuff around, drink some coffee. I earned that sip. All right. Ooh, chocolate crinkle cookies. Karen, those sound good. Peanut butter cookies. Any cookies with nuts. You know, my mom liked the, what they called snowballs. The almond, I think they were like almond cookies or maybe pecan cookies that had powdered sugar. I was thinking about trying those this year in honor of Mama, channeling her and my bacon. Oh, look at that. Get in there, chocolate chips. No, too many chips. All right, let's scoop. What scoop do I have? Scoop, that is. Scoop, that is. Oh, I have a ginormous scoop. I think that would be too big. Unless we're making ginormous cookies. I mean, I could just use a spoon. Oh, no, those are spoons. All right, I think I used my cookies. Look at this, I got a giant. Colby, I also got a cooling rack. Sorry, let me scoot you out because of this dog. All right. These might take a little longer to cook. Did he still go over there? There we go. All right. Wow, these might be too big. Is there such a thing? I'm gonna make like 6 cookies. Should we just do 3? Shall we flatten them? They will also flatten in the Now, some of the recipe calls for it to cool down and then put them in there, but I'm just gonna throw them in there. But you can see the dough is very sticky. It even's like, oh, use water so it doesn't stick to you. So that was one of the suggestions. Hey. Okay. All right, get off. Get. Release thy spatula. There, everything's under control. There we go. All right. We're going to try that. And then I'm going to put this batter in the fridge to cool down a bit. I guess I could have just used my hands from the beginning. See, that's why people were like, why didn't you use your hands? That's why. They work better. All right. Okay. Hold. There we go. Pretty big cookies. What's your bet? How long is that going to take? I'm going to set, 10? Let's try a 10-minute timer. Just to check it. Even if it's like, oh, that's way too early, I'd rather set it when there's plenty of time. And then we'll put this in the fridge to cool down. Set it where you can just sit there and watch it, especially if it's a new recipe to you, or a new oven, or you just, like that cookie. I don't know how long the big one cooks. So another thing I got from the food bank. You ready? Any guesses? It's a sauce. Oh, it's about the size of a baby. Could be a 12-pound baby, I'd say. Any cookie? Okay. Oatmeal's good. Rum balls. I think that's it. Wolf Pup. That's a good choice. Monster cookies, nice. From Balls. I was a bit tipsy. That's so funny. Candy the Bacon. That's a good idea, Ruffles. Bacon chocolate chip cookies. That's a video. Frosted sugar cookies. I just love a plain sugar cookie too with icing. Like I like buttermilk icing or buttercream icing with sugar cookies. Hey Pamela, how are you? Making cookies after this, I'm telling you. You had tacos last night and having leftovers? Tacos are good. Look at that. This is butter sauce, since no one guessed. Giant thing of butter sauce for butter chicken. Now, I did get a whole turkey, so I could take some of the turkey that I'm going to be cooking, and I can mix it with this. But this is still a lot. Do you think this sauce will freeze? I think it can freeze. So, toss that in there so gently. Another thing I have to try and figure out what to do with. I mean, yesterday was a good day to go. I just happened to be in town, and I'll be like, oh, I'll just stop and do this because I'm going to the other one that I've been going to next week. So I've decided to go 2 times this month. It really does help. And this time with the food bank, I am going to be prepping more than just one meal. I'm going to try and record everything that I do with everything in the haul. Like I might do some convenience meals like I was talking to you guys about, like with those jalapenos. I might make myself some jalapeno poppers, batch cook them, or batch bread them anyway, and then put them in the freezer, and that way I can stick them straight in the air fryer. I might want to do some tests though, because I've never done anything like that. The chimichangas, I ended up freezing those once they were cooked. Those were delicious, heated up in the air fryer. So I'm definitely going to do that again. So I think if I can do like a round of frying, if I'm going to fry stuff like the chimichangas, taquitos, if I want to make anything like that, I think I need to do it all at one time, so that'll be a video in itself, but I'll be using some of the stuff I get from the food bank, so I'll have to try and, figure out which goes in which video, but I think it sounds pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to having a meal plan and following it and trying to stick to it and really giving myself prep list on what to do with like all these potatoes. So I'm trying to come up with ideas now, and then I'll work on my list, and then we'll work on getting it all done. And then we'll have a lot of extra potatoes for the freezer. And, I might can some up. I haven't canned here yet. That could be a choice. Lots of different ideas. You guys had some great ideas too. So it would be fun to make like potato skins, jalapeno poppers, twice baked potatoes. What else can we make for the freezer with the potatoes? The potato soup sounded good to make. Like I've seen a crock pot one. That would be good. Do something in the crock pot. I was going to roast a bunch and have those. Like these are pretty big size. They're not like the little potatoes, so they'll have to be diced and stuff. I was also thinking about boiling some and just having some boiled potatoes. Then I can make like potato salad. We can fry those up from there. They would be the crispy roasted potatoes would be good. Like probably not, I said crispy, but I'm probably going to undercook them because then I'm going to recook them when I heat them up like in the fryer or the oven. And those would be good to heat up for breakfast if I just have eggs and sausage, and then I'll throw the potatoes already kind of cooked, and already seasoned. I think it's a great idea. So I'm going to work on that. And then my turkey, I got all that. So lots to do today. Let's see. I don't see any more comments. Let me try. I might have to refresh this because the last thing I have is taco flavored sugar cookies. Let's see if I can do that. I don't want to mess up child filter. Let's see if that helped. Oh yeah, there we go. That helped. Let me go back. Nacho cheese. Okay, I see people making guesses. Nacho cheese cookies. Butter sauce, yeah. Butter sauce is used in Indian food, yeah, and I don't think it's too spicy, so hopefully it is something that the kids can have. Oh, you've never had Indian food? I had it one time. It was pretty good. Put it on rice and scoop it up with fried bread or naan. That's a good idea. Holy cow, that's a big cup. Where'd you get it? From Montana. They actually sell it in a gas station. It almost holds a whole pot of coffee. Almost. It leaves, 1 cup for the husband. Even though technically this is just 1 cup. Maybe dice some taters and add some peppers and onions and put the rest in the freezer. Twice baked mashed potato casserole freezes really well. That's a good idea. I love your outfit, potato chips. Potato chips would be good. I've never made homemade potato chips before. That would be fun. That'd be something that would be something fun to do with the kids as well, because they like to see how to make stuff homemade. We could even make homemade fries for them. They'd like that. The other day I made patty melts, and it was just Gideon and I in the kitchen. I didn't record it or anything. I like to do that sometimes. Sometimes I have them in the kitchen with me when I'm recording, but I like to focus on either one or the other. So we just made some patty melts, and him and I had him putting the meat together, smashing it up. We had the grill out. He made a list of everything he needed to collect. He's so sweet. So I'm going to be getting some sous chefs here. And we did cook all Thanksgiving together as well. I had them over here cooking Thanksgiving, and that was nice because I was like, you know what? I'm tired of doing it by myself. About time I trained my team. So, especially because we don't have any family around to go to. It's just us, so why not? Okay. Twice baked and potato skins would be the most useful. Use them quicker in mashed potatoes. Yes. This particular cup TB was in the Lolo gas station, the one that's under construction right now, that's with McDonald's. That's where this was. I saw it there like a couple of months ago, but I haven't been in that one in a while, so I don't know if they still have it. But that's where we got it. And it was $19.99. Not too bad. It was ginormous. Where's Judy? Is Judy here? She would want one. You need that one-on-one time memories. That's right, and it's hard because I want to make sure that you guys are getting the best experience and understanding what I'm doing, but having them there sometimes, to teach both at the same time. So, I don't know. It works out. Sometimes, I'm just not in the mood to film. I just want to hang out with the kids. I cook enough that I can share both, I don't have to do everything. So, so we made patty melts, so that was super fun. And then now we can make like fries. That would be fun too. So, yeah. Ooh, shepherd's pie. Oh, potato chip cookies. That'd be good. Potato chip cookies. Great ways to it's great to get your boys in the kitchen. Absolutely, absolutely. We take the butter sauce, take a can of black beans and a can of chickpeas, cook those in the stove, and then cover them with butter sauce and put it in the oven. Jasmine rice. Oh, that does sound good. I love black beans too. Chickpeas too, huh? Ooh, chocolate covered potato chips. I like that. I don't think your cream cheese will hold up if you freeze it. Will be running when you defrost. Was the oats you use the regular oats or quick oats? Have you cooked in the ones in the bag before? These ones are quick oats. It did call for old fashioned though, and I opened my container and I had quick oats in there. So I just use those. We'll see how it turns out. TB says, thank you. You're a joy to watch. You're an inspiration to so many people out there. You inspire me to do my best. Thank you so much. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm glad. And I just want people to be themselves. That's all. I feel like if you're yourself and you put yourself out there, yes, I'm putting myself out there for people to take away with it what they will. Some people get inspired. Some people judge, and that's not for me to determine what you're going to take away from what I put out. It's just for me to put it out there. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm glad you take something good from what I provide, something inspirational. All right, that was 10 minutes. Oh boy. They're really big. They're not ready yet. Let's do another 5 minutes. 2 of them might be kissing. So how sweet, right? They're just in love with the oven, as we'll say. Hold on, my cat wants back in. Darn it. This cat in, out, in, out. Come on. Come on. Puppy's asleep. Come on. All right, I'm back. And then I have this Montana cup too. This one was at the Walmart on 93 in Missoula. The small Walmart, I guess it's called. Yeah, that one. Not the one on Mullen. Oh, you're in the hospital, Melissa. I'm so sorry. I hope you heal. Smothered potatoes. I was thinking about hash browns too. Like shredded. I've never froze shredded hash browns or like the cubed ones. I'm pretty sure you have to pre-cook those, right? Oh, thank you for the hearts on the side. That really helps with the interaction. Getting that out there. Ta-da! Happy Wednesday. You guys got plans for the day? I don't know what I'm going to be doing for dinner yet. I have so many options, so we'll see what I come up with. We'll probably have that butter chicken. That sounds really good. Or butter turkey. I might cut like maybe some of the turkey breast off before I boil it, so that way I can just cube that up and use it like I would chicken, right? You have to pre-cook any potato before freezing. Okay, I see. That's what I was thinking. So you could probably just boil. Oh, I think with the shredded potatoes, don't you boil potatoes and then shred them? See, I'm thinking backwards. I was thinking of, yeah, there we go. Pink says, just pre-cook them first. I was thinking it backwards. I was thinking shredding and then cooking. And I'm like, that sounds difficult, but you totally got it. All right, so I can do that because it seems like, oh, I guess the potatoes in the bag are pre-cooked. Yeah, have you tried a bacon cheese potato casserole? No, that sounds delicious. I also want to try some scallop potatoes. Like, I have never really made homemade scallop potatoes, so that would be fun to make. And right now I have Yukon gold potatoes and red potatoes, which are honestly are the best potatoes to have. I'm so fortunate. I'm also going to take a grocery bag and go take it to my neighbors. I got 3 neighbors, so I'm sure they could all use some potatoes. So go take them a bag as well, because I have plenty. Would be nice. And then we're probably going to go get our Christmas tree this year as well, like this weekend. I think we're just going to buy one from the Boy Scouts this year. That's our goal. They grow them specifically for Christmas, and Conrad's like, I don't want to go cut down a tree because we don't want to destroy the earth. And I'm like, buddy, they're very considerate. I understand that. So we're just going to go do it this year. They're easy to make. All right. Sounds good. Another thing is we got some Christmas cards. Stopped and got these. We would love to exchange Christmas cards with you guys this year. So if you would like to do that, I have my P.O. box in the description. And we would love to exchange it. We're going to write a little note, sign it, stuff like that. So please, if you want to do that, make sure your address is included. I can read it on the envelope, things like that. And we will get you one back. So I would love to just celebrate with everybody. Okay, I think it's done. I got 52 seconds. You ready? Here. Can I have some space, please? Thank you. Back up. Elbow room. Okay. Look how big these are. I was a little ambitious with the scoop. These smell so good. All right, so we're gonna let these cool a bit. I'm gonna turn my oven off because that's all I'm gonna make at the moment. I'm gonna let the, I almost pressed the clean. That would have been off forever. I'm gonna let the batter cool down a bit and then we'll bake some more. And then I think I'll bake those while I'm doing all my potato prep. Potato prep. It's gonna be fun. How fortunate to get all those potatoes right before winter, I was also thinking about seeing how I could make them last longer, like just as is. Like if I need to get some dirt, put them in the dirt, or some way to store them. It seemed like last year I stored some potatoes and they just grew eyes. So That didn't work out so well. They had their eyes on me. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all day. Thank you. All right. Let's move these onto the cooling rack. I'm just still over the hot oven, so maybe I'll go under here. Ooh. There we go. So this is one section where they touched. You see that? Those are ginormous cookies. Don't use that size scoop. That's what happens when you're not prepared. Look at that. What size is this? This is like the size of the mashed potato scoops at Applebee's. I don't remember where it says the number. Usually on the handle somewhere. Blasphemy. It says model 67, but that's not the size scoop number. Anyway, it doesn't matter, Carolina. It doesn't matter. Deleting the marriage proposal. Jennifer, how rude. Look at her. She's like what's that one girlfriend you go out with and they never let the guy close? They're like, come on. They're like, no, he's not getting near you. I don't know. I never did that, so I never went to the club. Looking out for her, hubby. That husband, you got some competition. User 457 just proposed. Oh, you're gonna go make cookies? Oh, it's so good. It smells so good in here. I'll never forget Let the Rich Man Go. Take those cookies you just made, put frosting in the middle on a sandwich, and then dip them in chocolate. They're so good that way. Oh, that would be good. I love, what are those? I know those as doozies, where you take a certain type of cookie, icing in the middle, and then another cookie on top, and you can roll it in like sprinkles if you want or so. I used to work at a cookie shop in college, and we called those doozies, and they were so good. Like the chocolate chip with them, you could do peanut butter, like you could do double chocolate chip with like cream cheese icing as the center. That was good. Or sometimes you have peanut butter frosting. They didn't have them there, but you can make it yourself and do double chocolate chip with peanut butter frosting. That would be good. I think my favorite doozy is just a regular sugar cookie with buttercream icing, though. That's really good. Oh, I can talk cookies all day. For those who didn't see, a creeper proposed. Just deleting all the fun, Jen. Man, these look good though. I'm impatient now. I want to pick one up. The middle's gonna fall though if I pick them up right now. Ooh, whoopie pies. Is that what you know them? Those are good too. Like the oatmeal cream pies. Have you heard of those? Those are pretty good. Yeah, so it's Cookie Day. Happy National Cookie Day. If you were a cookie, what flavor would you be? Let's see. I would be peanut butter, extra chunky. Put a little chocolate kiss on top. That's me. I'm looking forward to baking this year. I got some Rice Krispies too. We're gonna make those. The kids are looking forward to baking. Can't wait. Wonder if I can make a potato moon pie with sour cream instead of with sour cream. Oh, took me a second. I was like, sour cream? What? Potato moon pie. You would probably, you know what you could do? You would have to make like a potato pancake, and you could take 2 potato pancakes maybe and make a sandwich out of that. They would have to be pretty firm. I don't know if you could do that. If you can make potatoes as buns. Why not? Milk chocolate cookie with a Hershey's Kiss on top and vanilla ice cream in the middle. Oh, that sounds delectable. Peanut butter cookies right out of the oven are delicious, but milk chocolate cookie, that would be good too. See, I'm a dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate. I'm a Mennonite. We make a lot of whoopie pies. I see. So they're probably smaller than that, but I've never made a whoopie pie before. There's so many. I do need to also make a chocolate, or not a chocolate, a pumpkin roll cake. Some kind of roll cake. I can probably do that live too, because they don't seem to take too long. I don't know. It'd probably be better as a video. Sometimes I'm just like, can I do that live? Probably not. I think I do pretty well in my lives. Some people like them, some don't, but I have fun with them. I love you guys. I love the interaction, you know. Thank you for the coffee reminders. My mom also makes whoopie pies. Yeah. The only kind of whooping pies my mom made was whooping pies, you know. That's what we made growing up. All right. All right, it fell apart. That's okay. It's still warm. Let's give it a try. Remember, this had the cinnamon chips in it. For those who missed that, let me find out where to put them. Where to put them? That's these guys. Cinnamon chips for a little extra cinnamon in there. And then they have butterscotch as well. Oatmeal Scotties. Hey, you could buy a real one, then take your kids and plant one to take its place. That's a good idea. They would like that. Oh, these are good. All right, so remember we used quick oats instead of old-fashioned. I'm satisfied with this. Or as the kids say nowadays, that's so satisfying. Have you heard them say that? Oh my god. So don't be afraid to sub out these. I actually like these better because it feels less dry. Love cinnamon butterscotch chips. You would love this cookie. Like I said, this was our family's go-to. It took my mom years to adapt this, and she ended up adding less oats and cinnamon chips. Almost crunchy. I mean, they're big, but they look good. I think once the batter cools down, they'll be a little fluffier. They are soft and crunchy. Butterscotch is good. Moderation though. Butterscotch is very sweet. I don't even know how to make butterscotch. What's it made out of? Probably just pure sugar. So they have a sugar, palm kernel oil, non-fat dry milk, dry whey, color added, and that's it. So just sugar and oil. Butterscotch is pretty sweet, so kind of like a caramel. Just flash cook your potatoes like you do tomatoes. Can them up, the potatoes, and shred them however you want, then freeze them. I see. Your stomach's growling now. Well, I'm going to call it 2 because I got potatoes to do. Holy potatoes, right? Try not going to eat this whole cookie, but I might. Oh no, your 7-year-old's allergic to cocoa, so no chocolate for us. I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry. Man. Can you still have white chocolate? Because that's not chocolate, right? I should know that answer. I can taste the salt in it. It really helps bring it together. Salt your baked goods, people. I'm allergic to egg whites, so it's hard to figure out what to use to substitute the eggs in cookies. I know chia seeds can be an egg substitute. You can buy egg substitutes that is a powder, and it's veggie based. Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. Well, guys, thanks for coming along. I'm baking some oatmeal Scotties with me. Happy National Cookie Day. Enjoy your coffee. I'm going to go finish the rest of mine. I hope you have a happy hump day, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Beards. Bye.